So in Scotland, there's a city. Is it Edinburgh? Is it Edinburgh?
Edinburgh. Edinburgh.
My brother was just telling me there's like more syllables than you'd think. 'Cause it's not spelled
Edinburgh.
bro. It's B-U-R-G-H.
No, don't say it the other way. They get mad.
In Edinburgh, Scotland.
Edinburgh. Edinburgh. Fuck, you got me missing.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Slappable, the podcast where we talk about if someone might be in need of a slap. My name is Asher Freidberg. Today I'm here with my friends Flxtch and Molly. How's it going, guys?
What's down?
It's good.
Introduce yourselves. Tell them about yourselves.
Go ahead.
My name is Molly Stanton. I'm a motion graphics designer, and I'm so excited to be here. Yeah.
All right.
For sure. And I'm Flxtch, music artist, entertainer. I'm also excited to be here.
All right.
We're all excited. That's
I'm
great.
excited to have you guys here. So let's get right into it. The three of us will be going over these stories and give our insight. And if you think one of us deserves a slap, let us know in the comments. Let's go to the first story. This first story is found by Chi. Shout out to Chi.
Woo!
Am I the asshole for telling my wife to stop treating her sister so badly after her sister confessed to having feelings for me? That's a loaded one. I don't even know it. I actually don't know where I land on that from the name.
I'm confused as to who has feelings for what.
Here, let me read it again. So, am I the asshole for telling my wife to stop treating her sister so badly after she confessed to having feelings for me?
Yeah.
So his
Okay.
sister-in-law had confessed feelings for him.
I got worried there for a second.
What did you think it was?
I-
Thought it was just a regular sister?
No, I thought the sister had feelings for the wife or something. I'm glad it's not that. So.
That'd be complicated. Yeah, it's always complicated when you have to figure out all these relations over Reddit. We're just hoping that
Oh my
this is
gosh.
the truth.
Yeah.
My wife and I have been married for 10 years and together for 12. We have 2 children. My sister-in-law, Jenna, is a single mom, as her husband sadly passed away 7 years ago.
Oh.
When Jenna's husband passed away, my wife and I provided support for Jenna and her daughter because it was a really traumatic time for them. Over the years, my daughter and I spent a lot of time at Jenna's house, and she would come over to our house. I also developed a really strong bond with my niece. My wife, my children, and I had a really strong connection with Jenna and her daughter, and we were a really tight-knit group. That was until a few months ago when Jenna confessed something to both me and my wife. We were all drunk and having a good time, and Jenna kind of just blurted out that she had developed feelings for me. I was shocked, and Jenna burst out in tears and said a lot of things about how she was really grateful, and I was a great father figure to her daughter. I don't really remember too much from that night, except that my wife kicked Jenna out of the house after that.
Ooh.
I mean, I can understand asking someone to leave. I don't know what to do, because you got to get your house in order at that point.
Yeah, it feels like there's a
Nah,
lot
no
of stuff.
cap.
Even if you're not
going on.
angry, like, hey, listen, I'm sorry, my husband, I need to figure that shit out.
Yeah.
You know, that's complicated, and there's more, but she's going
Okay.
through a lot. You know, I
Yeah.
can understand a lot of these emotions.
Yeah.
My wife and I had a talk about it the next day, and my wife was obviously not happy at all. She said she had suspected this for years, the way Jenna had been acting around me, and she couldn't believe how Jenna betrayed her like that. My wife said that she would cut off all contact with Jenna, and I did accept it. My wife told me to block Jenna, which I did. However, I feel like this whole arrangement has been a bit harsh, especially towards my niece. My niece has been texting me a lot. And I've showed my wife the text, telling her it was unfair that we were punishing our niece too. My wife told me it was the consequence of Jenna's actions. However, last night, when my niece sent a really long and sad text about what she and her mom were feeling, I felt really bad and had to talk about it with my wife. I told my wife to stop treating Jenna and her daughter so badly, especially after they both went through a traumatic time. I told my wife it was wrong what Jenna did, but at least have some sympathy. I told my wife to imagine if she were in Jenna's shoes, and then one night tragically lost me. That would scar her for her entire lifetime. However, my wife got really sad after I said that and just broke down in tears. She didn't say anything except that she loved me, and she didn't speak to me for the rest of the night. I do feel guilty about what I said. I didn't intend to make my wife feel like this. Was I the asshole? This is probably the most complicated one we've had.
I feel like in this situation, there's a lot of grief, and grief is weird for everybody. And, you know, if there's an element of she knew it was happening for years, and how long ago did the husband pass away?
That's what I'm wondering. Let me see.
Because, like, if it was
her husband passed away 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
So there's been.
Oh,
So
okay.
It's not like she's been noticing him before her
Yeah.
husband passed. It's all post the passing of her husband.
That's always hard, especially with grief and, like, trying to understand your own emotions and trying to do all that. But, like, at the same time, it's boundary setting. Like, I think it's on them to have a conversation with her about how this can't continue or how that kind of thing. I think punishing her for feeling that way isn't very productive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't control how somebody feel about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Even if it is your wife's sister, which is...
But they sisters though, so they probably like the same things. You know what I mean? So it's like, it runs in the family.
But like, I can't even imagine, like, with my sister, that would be so weird if I was like...
Oh, God, I can't imagine
I don't even
my
like to
brother
think
and I
about
having
that.
situation.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
But it's just, I don't know. There's so many emotions going on, and I feel like cutting somebody off, especially when they have like a child that depends on you.
The poor niece.
That's so hard.
And this has become like, how old is the niece? I don't think they said how old the niece was. But the fact is that she's young, and she's been without her dad for at least 7 years now. Mm-hmm. She's probably come to see this part of her family as part of her new family. You know, she has a new family unit being created. Mm-hmm. And now all of a sudden that's being taken away from her for something that she doesn't understand.
Yeah, I feel like a group therapy session would probably do just about everybody well.
Therapy is going to be the solution for 99% of these.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that's the solution to 99% of the problems on the internet. Period.
Say, you need to talk to a person.
Yeah.
Don't go on Reddit. We're not going to give you the right answer.
Yeah.
And she be put outside the house too, huh? For that night after she confessed it?
Yeah, after she confessed, she asked her to leave. We don't know the details if it was, like, aggressive or not, but she asked her to leave. I mean, she hadn't been staying there. Like, that wasn't the sister-in-law's home.
Yeah, if she had somewhere to go, then that's okay.
Because in the story, they did say that they come over a lot.
Yeah.
Which means they have a place to come over from.
Yeah, because time and space can help with that sort of thing, but, like, it's not going to fix it. You have to, like, actually address the problem and, like, duke it out if you have to.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes not.
Duke it out, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't literally have to.
Fisticuffs, you know?
You don't got to box the shit out of each other, but sometimes you really just have to have a fight.
Yeah.
How could you feel this way about my brother? Or my... Oh. I'm going to take it back a little bit.
Freudian slip.
Yeah. This is the Game of Thrones special. No, the idea of, like, how can you feel this way about my husband? And then she can be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
I've been lonely, and I've lost someone important. Okay, I understand. They hug.
Yeah.
You know, there's... Some of these could just be a conversation, but...
And then if it's worse than that... Ugh.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yikes,
seem like it's worse than that,
like,
though.
if it... Then you can address that in a different way, and you can cut them off then. But if it's just, like, she's lonely, and he's been a figure in her life and in her child's life, like, that's one thing. So, I don't know. Talking about it seems like the best possible option.
It's not like she was, like, talking to the husband, being like, you and I should get out of here.
Yeah.
She's told both of them.
Yeah.
She was communicating.
Yeah.
Frankly, to an extent, I mean, yeah, she was drunk, so she probably wasn't intending to, but it was at least maybe I don't want to say it was a good idea to, like, put out there how you're feeling, because it might create some drama, but at least she was honest in a way that wasn't deceiving anyone.
She didn't say it sneakily either. She said it direct.
She was forward.
You know, that's true. And you know, when one emotion is weaker, the other one is stronger too. So
I haven't heard that.
You know, so
one emotion is weaker, the other one is stronger. I buy that.
So if you're grieving, you might find the love emotion to be a little bit stronger just by the smaller things a person is doing for you. Yeah.
Grief is one of the strongest emotions. It will change everything about you.
Most
More
definitely.
than anger, more than just regular sadness or even just laughing. Like, grief it'll destroy you.
Yeah.
So as soon as I saw that that's what was going on, I don't know if anyone's slappable on this one, guys.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is really deserving. Everyone needs a hug.
Everyone needs a hug. The wife, I totally get it. She feels a little betrayed. She doesn't know what's going through her husband's mind. The husband is feeling caught in the middle of these two sisters who she cares about, and this poor sister is going through a loss I can't imagine. This is a tough one.
Nah, somebody got to get slapped, bro.
All right, fine. Me, just do it.
Yeah.
Do it. I will. Every time there's no one to slap. I
You
guess
could slap
that
the
means
dead husband for dying.
Oh God, yeah. Well, we don't know what his story is. We don't know what's going on there.
Who knows?
But God, this was a sad one, Chi. What's going on, dude? You gotta make us hurt. Oh my God. Any final thoughts on this one, guys? Any thoughts on? Because this isn't really a cheating story. It's a very nuanced story.
It feels like a telenovela, but like
yes,
a sad one.
It's sad where no one's in the wrong. Like no one's the villain. I'm the most sad for this niece.
Yeah.
She had no control over this.
Dead dad.
She's got a dead dad. It's so that's killer.
I feel sorry for the husband.
Yeah, he's also he
'cause it's like-
probably didn't do anything. To,
He's
like,
in the middle.
He's just been
like,
supportive.
I'm just being nice.
And his wife didn't say anything like, you were leading her on or anything. He was
Yeah.
just being there to be helpful.
Yeah.
He got a new side piece now. Like,
Oh,
that came
God.
out of nowhere.
Hey, who knows how this... For all I know, I'm going to find an update where it's like, I'm actually dating the sister now.
Oh boy.
and I have a new daughter, a new niece
I
daughter.
wouldn't put it past people. Though.
Sometimes people take a 180 where they seem like a great person in these stories,
Yeah.
and then he's just like horrible. But I
Yeah.
do feel like this is a good guy, honestly. He seems like a guy who has good head on his shoulders. He respected what his wife had to say at first. She's like, fine, I won't talk to her, I won't.
Mm-hmm.
But he took some time and saw it was affecting his niece, and he said something.
Yeah. So I don't think anybody needs to be slapped.
Yeah, no one needs to be slapped. Let's slap Chi for choosing it. Get him!
Come get me, bro. There was an update, though, actually.
Oh,
Chi,
we
give us
have
the
an
update.
update.
Oh, I love when we have updates. So everyone, Chi has an update on this story. Let's see what's going on.
We got Cheese phone coming in hot.
Thank you, Vlad.
Look
Don't-
at his photos.
Yeah,
What
but
is that?
say-
My God.
I wasn't going to.
Nah, I got to. Yep.
That's for the Patreon.
All right, update. Okay, this is a short little update. Hey everyone, just a quick update. My wife and I have come to an agreement of sorts. I promised my wife and gave my word that I would be in no contact with Jenna for life. Oh.
Whoa.
Okay. I understand that I have to prioritize my wife and make her feel secure, and for that, I will have to cut off all contact with Jenna. However, per my request, my wife agreed to be in touch with Jenna. I told my wife Jenna had already lost her husband, and it would really be hard for her if she lost her sister too. Someone she loved dearly. I asked my wife to give Jenna a chance to apologize and that they can hopefully regain their close bond and friendship. My wife did agree to this request, and that made me very happy. As for our niece, my wife and I agreed that she could come over to our house to hang out because it wasn't fair on her to not remain in touch with her aunt and uncle. That's probably my final update. Thanks for the advice.
I think he's a genius. The overall plan was to get them separate so he can deal with both of them at one time. And he did it. I
he
salute
really
him,
did.
man. Yeah, I salute it.
That's
I salute it.
crazy.
I salute it. I like that.
You know,
I got to try that.
yeah, you should try. Yeah, try it. 2 birds.
Yeah, kill two birds
Cut
with one
the
stone.
other one off, right?
Yeah.
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 That's I think I like this guy. I
Yeah.
think I like him.
I mean, I
he's a
got
genius.
make your wife happy wife, happy what, happy. Oh,
Well, so here's the thing.
everybody's happy. Happy wife, happy life. Oh my gosh, that's a tongue twister. But
They
like,
each did something for each other, which I liked.
yeah, I ideally if I were anybody in this situation, I don't think I wouldn't be happy with that outcome. But I can understand where the wife's coming from, and that sort of thing. I don't know. I would have just liked them to still be a happy family.
I
But
was disappointed when I found out that she insisted that he doesn't talk to her anymore.
yeah.
But look, I'm glad that she's not cut off from the family.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully this is temporary, because honestly, probably is a good idea for a little space between
Yeah,
these
probably.
two. At that. But I was a little bummed when she doubled down. I won't lie, but I like that he's like, fine, I'll respect what you asked me to do, but I'm asking you to watch out for your sister.
Yeah.
I like that.
Overall, yeah, good guy.
He seems like he's an all right guy, and he's watching out for his niece. I'm sad this is
Good
happening
guy.
to him.
He loses points for using Reddit, but it's okay.
Everyone loses points for using Reddit. Whenever you go to the internet for answers, especially with something this nuanced,
Yeah.
I'm always like, talk to your family.
Here's 300 words on the most intense and delicate situation I've ever experienced. What
Here's
do I
a bunch,
do?
Here's a bunch of 20-something-year-olds who are going to tell us our opinions on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But besides the fact that he went to the internet for answers, I think he handled what was thrown at him, I think he handled well.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been tough for him to have to argue with his wife about saying, "No, I'm going to keep talking to your sister."
Yeah.
That's a
Yes.
weird one.
That is a weird situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be our first story. Do you have any final thoughts on that one, guys?
No.
Nope. I still don't think anyone's slappable.
Yeah, no
Everyone
one's
just
slappable
needs
here.
a hug.
Everyone needs a hug. Everyone needs a hot cocoa. Warm bath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, warm bath.
All together, a warm bath. I thought you said
Oh, one bath. Yeah, I said warm bath, not one bath. Hey, nothing will help you guys get over animosity by all being in a tub together.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Welcome to our segment, I airdrop something. In this segment, I airdrop something to my co-hosts. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, airdropping.
Whoa, look at this airdrop.
This is so many words. I don't. I'm not. Oh.
Back to the show. No one really talks about this, but like, what if the way you feel in your 40s, 50s, 60s is being decided right now? Like, your future self is either gonna look back and be like, thank you for taking care of me. Or, why did you wait so long? That's kind of why I started taking AS4. It's all about supporting yourself so you're not just reacting later, you're actually setting yourself up now. More energy, better focus, just feeling more like yourself on a daily basis. And the best part is, they're making it really easy to try. Go to as-4.com and use code SLAPASHER for $30 off. And right now, if you start a subscription, you get NAD Plus free, which is huge for the cellular health. And chill, it's not one of those locked-in things. You can cancel anytime. So it's kind of like, do something now that your future self will actually thank you for. Again, as-4.com, code SLAPASHER, $30 off plus free NAD Plus. With the subscription, future you is watching. All right, time for our second story. Am I the asshole for saying yes to my boyfriend's public proposal, then turning him down in private?
Oh my God.
Hey, yo.
Thoughts off the bat?
Yeah.
As someone who's very, like, my worst nightmare is a public proposal. Like, I have sweat, like, wake up sweating and, like, cold sweat, just nightmares about it. Like, someone doing something like a flash mob or literally anywhere outside of my home I would break out into hives and probably die. Like,
Oh.
that is like...
But would you say yes?
No, I would. Well, yes, that's the problem. I feel like I wrote this because I would say yes to that and just be like, you don't know me in the slightest. So I'm so excited to hear what this person has to say because I would totally see myself in this situation.
What are you thinking, man?
I'm thinking, shit, I got embarrassed. That's how I'm thinking. Like, bro,
That's a
you
tough one.
imagine a female saying yes to your marriage proposal in public, and then breaking the news to you in private that she only did it because we was in public.
I mean, honestly, it might be a little better than her just being like no in front of everyone. She's like,
No,
she saved your face.
I would rather the no in front of everybody.
Really, you
Really?
would.
Yeah, I would rather the no in front of everybody because now I'm happy. Now everybody, you feel me, they got their little photos and shit. Now they can't use them. You
Oh.
feel me? It's like we get in private and then you tell me that it's going to make me feel bad. It's gonna
That's a
make me,
good point.
you know what I mean? Tell me no
So
in
you're
front
gonna
of
have all
everybody.
those videos of you doing it, and you're like, yeah, she actually said no 15 minutes later.
You feel me?
But what are they
Yeah.
going to do with the videos if you say no at the
But
moment?
what if one of them go viral and then you forever live in that moment?
Well, it could go viral with you being rejected.
Yeah.
I would rather that.
You
because
would.
at least
I
I
don't know
wasn't
where I'm
rejected
at.
in private.
I don't know. I don't know.
You
Really?
feel me?
You're a Flxtch. What do you think, Vlada?
I feel bad for the guy, but I do understand that she didn't embarrass him on public. So
Yeah, I think that's the element. There is like a gendered element to it of like being the proposed and the proposer. I feel like there's a different
Man.
perspective that comes from that where I would be fucking mortified. Like if someone, it's my worst nightmare. I don't know why. Like,
It's a bad one.
yeah, like having someone propose to me in this like glorious way with fucking like petals and balloons and stuff, and I'm just like, oh, this is not at all what I would have wanted.
What if you were alone with this person and they were doing all that?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
But it's the idea of
It's
it
the
being
moment that you bring someone I don't know, or like I'm like, even if it's like a family member, I think personally I would prefer it would just be like the moment between the two of us, because you're not asking anybody else, you're asking me, you know.
It's an intimate moment.
That's true.
Yes. So
Unless
I
you've,
get
like-
why people do it at sports games, and I get why people do that. Just personally, again, worst nightmare to have everyone looking at me and being like, "Oh my God, what's she gonna say?"
Oh, God.
And then they're all like, "Say yes, say yes,
Yeah.
say yes."
That's a terrible thing. People chant that. People should be like, follow your heart.
yes,
Follow your
exactly.
heart.
Like your choice, your choice.
6% of marriages end in divorce.
Yes, yeah, exactly. That's yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Tell me at that moment, like, no. And I'll be like, all right, cool.
yeah.
You feel me? But now you saying yes, and then we get home and it's like, no. It's like, what the hell?
I will say I've seen the rejection videos out there. They're soul crushing.
Either way, I feel like if you go into the situation like knowing in your heart and knowing for like a definite fact that you guys want to get married, like you got a plan set up.
Yes.
Don't go in if you have even the slight inkling that they're gonna say no.
Shouldn't be a surprise.
No.
You should have a conversation beforehand, like, hey, listen, we
Yeah.
love each other, right? We're
Yeah.
gonna get married. What's the vibe?
Yeah.
You know, like, would you like it if I did something in front of a family, or would you rather be intimate?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, like
don't
you could
spoil
still
it,
have the
but-
element of surprise of like
Yeah.
when and where and how, but like the fact that you're doing it should not be the surprise.
That's about to say the rest of your life shouldn't be a shock. Yeah.
That's deep. It shouldn't be a surprise, huh?
Yeah, I think unless you're someone who just loves surprises.
But what?
Let's read the story.
Yeah, let's see what she has to say.
And that's it for this episode of Slappable.
You now know my deepest, darkest fears.
Well, that's a good one.
Are you?
For April Fools, I'm gonna hire like 3 guys to come propose to you in public.
Oh
Here.
God!
Yeah,
No.
it's gonna,
Oh my
it's gonna be
God!
3 guys in tuxes all getting down on one knee.
Oh,
Oh, that'll be good.
it's
But
terrible.
am I the asshole for saying yes to my boyfriend's proposal in public and then turning him down in private?
Yeah.
So my 26, so they're 26 female, boyfriend is 28 male, and I have been dating for 3 years. Things have been good, and I've been clear that I'm not ready for marriage yet. That's
Okay.
gonna be a part of it. If one of you's not ready for marriage, you shouldn't get married.
Yeah.
I've told him I need more time to feel comfortable with such a big step. Well, a few weeks ago, we went to a big party hosted by his family for his dad's 60th. Oh shit,
Oh.
that's a tough start. Okay. I noticed that he
Yes.
was acting a little nervous, but
His
didn't think
family.
much of it. I know they have it in front of his family for his 60th
Oh,
birthday.
but it just keeps getting worse.
I got thoughts, but I'm gonna truck through. Then, during the event, he got everyone's attention, got down on one knee, and proposed to me in front of all of his friends and family. I was completely caught off guard and panicked. Now, I've heard stories about how rejecting someone in public can humiliate them, and I really didn't want to do that to him. I get that. Especially in front of everyone he cares about. So I said yes in the moment. Everyone cheered. He looked so happy. I felt horrible for misleading him, but I didn't know what else to do. After the party and the car ride home, I told him privately and explained that while I love him, I'm not ready to get married yet, and that I only said yes to avoid embarrassing him in front of everyone. I thought being honest in private was the best thing to do.
Hell no.
You don't think so?
Hell
He
no.
got really upset, and I said I'd humiliated him even more because now he has to go back to the party and tell everyone that they're not actually engaged.
You feel
You
me?
hit it on the head. You hit it on the head.
You feel me? You can't do that, man.
Oh, man. He said I should have just said no at the party if that's how I felt. I feel terrible that I've hurt him and put him in this position, but I also feel like he put me on the spot in front of everyone without considering my feelings. We've yet to tell his family or anyone, and they keep calling or texting to give their congrats, which is upsetting him even more. Oh, God. And I'm seeing videos his friends posted online of him getting on one knee, so it's pretty public now. So
hell
Reddit,
no.
am I the asshole? Should I have just said no in public, or was I right to spare him the embarrassment in the moment? Oh, God
She should have
damn.
said no.
You just get
She
married.
should've
Just get married
said no.
forever.
Oh, but that's the point.
I
It's
know.
like, just get married now. Like, that's so much pressure on her to say yes and to switch it. But, like, his choice to do it at someone else's birthday party with the entire family there. Like, I get having everyone in the same place is important to him if his family is important to him, whatever. But, like, I don't know, that much pressure to get everyone's attention. This is also just coming from me, who would hate that. But, like,
April Fool's 2025.
oh God, I'm gonna be bracing for it for the rest of my life. And like just to have all that pressure and all those eyes on you to say something when you've obviously told him that you don't want to do this. You don't want, like, not that you don't want to do it, but you just don't want to do it right now. Like, you set a boundary that you weren't ready, and he crossed that boundary, and now he's dealing with the consequences.
Well, maybe the boundary was never there. Because, like, you got to know for sure.
It seems like it was made kind
Yeah.
of clear. They had a conversation. She said she's not ready for marriage.
But did he understand that? Because
That's
Yeah,
something we
but
won't
then
know.
that's on him for not understanding.
That's
imagine
true.
the confident boost. You propose to somebody, right? And, like, everybody is like, she says yes. Everybody patting you on the back. Congratulations, you're getting married.
No, it's awful.
Just to get home and say no. I don't even want to. I don't want to marry you. Even if I did, I thought about it now. I don't want to marry you.
I'm
no
done.
more. I'm done. You feel me? Like that's fucked up. You should have just told me. That's messed up. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's messed up. You know, you should have just told me at the party. You feel me? And like you say, the video. Now you got the videos of people getting on one knee. That's crazy.
Also, I
bro.
feel like you should check with the people who just got engaged before you post about it. Like,
A word? Yeah.
yeah, because my sister just got engaged, and like, when she got engaged, one of their friends took pictures. She had a lovely little engagement. It was by a river, and it was just her and her fiance, and that's ideal. There's no one else there. But then there was like an after party after the engagement. So like, if she said yes, there was like this after party with all her family and friends. But if she said no, we all would have just left. Like, there wasn't the pressure at that
Yeah.
moment, exact time,
I understand that.
to say yes. I don't know. I feel like if she set this boundary that she wasn't ready and they had this conversation about all that, it would have been I don't know. I think it's on him. Again, I don't think anyone needs to get slapped in this case.
No, she definitely deserves it.
Well,
She
here's the
deserves
thing.
to get
She said
slapped.
right
Deserves
here,
it.
though. I just highlighted it. I've been clear that I'm not ready for marriage just yet. I've told him I need more time to feel comfortable with such a big step.
Mm-hmm.
If she truly was clear, I think that no one's in need of a slap. You know, because he's not in the wrong for. Well, he's a little in the wrong. He's a little in the wrong. I take it back. Because you need to communicate with your partner about what they want. If she told you that's not what you want and you decide to kind of, I don't want to say ambush her in front of your family, but, you know, ambush her in front of your family, there is a pressure to say yes.
Yeah, there absolutely
Maybe he was
is.
just hoping she wouldn't go back on it. There's just some thoughts I've got there.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get where you're coming from with the embarrassment of
Nah.
having
Oh,
to
it's
do that.
humiliating.
That's double embarrassment. That's like,
Yeah, but it's.
yeah.
I can't imagine how she feels too about the whole thing. Like, now she has to go back on it, and now she's also experiencing the same thing where they have to like say goodbye and not. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to continue the relationship after this either, where it's like.
Seems like the end.
Yeah, it seems like this is such a big step, like she said, and it was such a massive miscommunication that it's like, where do you go from here? And that was because of his choice.
It just doesn't bode well for the rest of the relationship, in my opinion.
It really is her fault though. Ain't gonna lie. 'Cause
All right.
If she say yes at the wedding thing at the little party and
Mm-hmm.
then say no, she caused the whole ripple effect when all she had to do was say no.
Mm.
I would rather spare the embarrassment of don't worry about it, champ. It's a bunch of other women in this party. Then for somebody to say congratulations, bro, when's the wedding? Yeah, she got home.
Yeah.
And
There's a
changed her
bunch of
mind.
other women at your dad's 60th birthday party. There's your Aunt Carol. There's your step cousin. You'll be
I'm
fine.
just saying, like if it was, you know what I mean. But I'm just saying, like it's obviously her fault. She caused the ripple effect.
Yeah.
She deserved to be slapped.
If
If not
I
hard,
feel
just
like,
a light one.
I just
like
feel
a
like the
reality
fact that
check.
she's, assuming she was clear with what she wanted,
Mm.
I think that they're both not in need of a slap. Except, I don't know. I don't like that the guy knew she wasn't ready to get married and still is like, I'm gonna do this in front of my whole family. I don't like that.
Maybe he
Once
was.
Nobody gets a slap. What if they both get?
I don't think she deserves a slap. Honestly,
I don't think so either. I think she was put in a bad
I hear
situation.
you though. I hear you, Flitch. I just feel
Yeah.
like she put everything, as far as we're understanding, because again, with these stories, we don't know both sides.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
as
we
far as
don't.
we
That's
got
true.
here, she was clear with with what her boundaries were, and he violated her boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
That I can understand why.
But how do we know if she was clear or not?
We never will.
don't.
We'll
So-
never know. We got to go with what we're given. But you're right. We never know.
You
could
don't know. If
Say
she
you
was
could
clear.
give her a hypothetical slap, but we don't know until we know.
Let's say she
don't know
wasn't
until we know.
clear. If she wasn't clear at all,
Yeah.
and when she says she's been clear, it might just be like.
I still don't think she deserves a slap.
Yeah,
Because if you clear about it, I don't see you going to go buy a ring.
Unless she was like actively a participant in planning the engagement and then still said yes and then was like, actually, no.
That'd be bad. That would be really cruel.
Let's take it like she did that, so she can get slapped.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So in the
In this
hypothetical where she did that, then she's a
in the-
bad person.
Alternative
Yeah,
universe
yep.
in which she is a bad person.
Yep,
She
it's her
gets a
fault.
slap.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay.
But I like it when we disagree. This is cool.
Yes.
I like it. So let us know in the comments what you think of this one. It seems like we're a little split on this one. This is a complicated one, but those are the kind of ones I like the most. Let us know in the comments what you're thinking. Let's go on to the next one. All right, this is a shorter story, so we'll see if we can make a meal out of it. If not, we'll go from there. But I like this one.
You can make a meal easy with HelloFresh.
Huh?
Time for another edition of Huh? Where
Huh?
we read stories that make you go, Huh?
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 Huh? All right. And I might be butchering the pronunciation of this. Is it? So in Scotland, there's a city. Is it Edinburgh? Is it Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
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 My brother was just telling me there's like more syllables than you'd think because it's not
Yes,
spelled
Edinburgh.
burrow. It's B-U-R-G-H.
No, don't say it the other way. They get mad.
Okay, should I just go from the beginning or should
No,
I?
I think that's
Are they
funny.
gonna get me?
No, they're
Am
not
I
going
gonna- are they
to
gonna-
get The Scottish people.
The Scots are coming.
The Scots.
In Edinburgh, Scotland.
Edinburgh. 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 Fuck, you got me messing it up.
Here's the headline. Like a rock. Cops hunting Edinburgh.
Yeah, you got it that time.
Cops hunting Edinburgh bike Ned. I don't know what a bike Ned is. That must be it was it. That's the article. It must be a phrase we don't know.
Yeah,
A
Scottish.
bike Ned who battered man with an onion.
Oh.
2 teenagers on electric bikes pelted a man with an onion. And apparently it hurt a lot. Well,
Shit, I bet it did.
yeah, there was 2 teenagers, and they just hucked a raw onion at him. And I will say, a raw onion, that hurts.
Yeah,
They're hard. They're like an apple.
they are.
And if someone hucks at you from a moving e-bike, those things can go 20 to 40 miles per hour.
They must have really good aim.
That's what I'm
Because
thinking.
if it was a singular onion and they're on an electric bike,
I mean, all right, I'm going to be very clear. If you just go around throwing produce at people, fuck you. But also, like, I'm a little impressed that they were able to peg him with it.
yeah, I mean, there's worse things you can do.
Yeah, I mean, he was in pain. I think he went to the doctor. I don't understand. Are these the stories that come out of Scotland?
I think there's some other news going on in Scotland right now, but maybe it was a slow news day.
Might have been a slow news day. I'm a drive-by onioning.
Yeah.
Man, it could have been a paintball gun.
Honestly, I've never been hit by a paintball gun. Have you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get welts.
I know that they hurt.
I
Yeah.
thought you were supposed to, like, when you go paintballing, I thought they're supposed to supply the stuff to you, like all the gear. So I showed up in shorts, and that's all I literally had. All they gave me was
They didn't
like
give you anything?
they gave me like a little head thing and a chest thing. That's it. Everything else I was on my own.
I would have thought they would have had stuff too.
No,
No, you usually like airsoft and stuff. You have to bring your own stuff.
you gotta
unless
bring
it's,
your own
like,
gear, man.
specified.
I
Yeah.
found out the hard way. I'm
Yeah.
standing behind a tree getting tagged.
Oh my god, you have like polka dots all over you?
Bro, I'm talking about I was getting tagged, bro.
Oh my god.
Like you ever got? Well, you say you never got hit by one, bro.
Never
It hit me so
paintballed.
hard. It hit me in my finger. I dropped the little paintball gun. I was out. Like I didn't want to do it.
It's
anymore.
painful.
It's painful as hell.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
weird, I kind of
freeze
want to do it now.
Yeah, do
Oh
it.
my god,
kinda do-
slappable.
Free-
Oh my god, slappable paintball sesh.
Freeze the paintballs too
And you
Oh.
freeze them?
to make it even worse.
But I
That's
think that could
terrible.
kill someone, no?
Well, she might laugh.
Yeah, you might like it. You can't hit that frozen paintball. That could really fuck you up, right?
Nah, it will.
No.
But I mean, a raw
It's
onion,
kind of
though.
like a what is that called?
That shit.
Phaser ball.
Who?
Phaser ball.
What's phaser,
Phaser ball. It's like these gel pellets. And so it's not airsoft because it's not like a hard pellet, but it's like gel. So it's
It's like a slightly bouncier.
yeah, it's like hitting a cherry tomato for comparing it to produce to bring it all, tie it all back together.
Heads up, if you guys are ever trying to find a way to waste me, throw an onion at me. I am allergic to them.
Oh,
You allergic to
I'm
onions?
allergic to onions.
Don't
Makes
tell me
eating a
that.
pain. I know. So if you want to take me out, onions.
Excuse me.
Game plan been made.
we got it.
All right, real quick. This episode is sponsored by Wasted. And no, not that kind of wasted. This is the kind that actually makes you think. Wasted is all about flipping the script, literally. With everything we've been taught about consumption and fast fashion, all of it, yeah, they're challenging that. It's clean, minimal, and I'm a big fan of the clothing's design and feeling. It actually stands for something, which is rare right now. So if you're gonna wear something, it might as well say something too. Go check it out at 4goodcollection.com. That's the number 4goodcollection.com. And use code SLAPASHER for 50% off. Flip the script, waste less. Time for our third and final story. My husband gets offended when I ask him for more help with chores. I do most of the household chores, and if I nicely let my husband know I'd appreciate more help with these things without me having to ask, he gets offended, beats himself up, says he's a failure, etc. And it makes it impossible for me to confront him about anything he does that I don't like. The other day, I made a lighthearted joke about how he's only vacuumed once since we moved into our new apartment, and resulted in him telling me he feels he needs to constantly prove himself. I don't know if this is a sign of manipulation to make me feel wrong or for asking, or if it's his pride because he's embarrassed. I don't know. TLDR, is it normal that my husband gets so down on himself when I tell him that he's not doing enough around the house to help me?
If you have to ask yourself if someone's manipulating you,
You're being manipulated.
yeah.
This just feels like so textbook.
Oh my god.
Beats himself up.
Just
Yeah,
the
he's like,
worst.
oh, I'm the worst. I'm such a bad husband. Oh,
He is the worst.
I'm such a bad husband. I'm gonna have to sit in my room and not do the dishes and just think about this.
Yeah, off the rip, he got like a kid syndrome. He deserved to be slapped.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
a slap.
Yeah.
That's an
Reality.
easy
He
one.
needs a wake up slap.
Yeah.
Just be like, you live in this house. I
Two
don't know.
grown
It's
up people.
2025.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe they don't think that way, and that's their choice, but if she's complaining about it and he's not able to take a joke,
Yes.
come on.
I mean, also, part of me feels like, and this is such like a widely used phrase these days that I feel like sometimes it's not used right, but this feels like gaslighting.
Now you actually use that pretty good.
You think so?
Yeah.
The fact is, she's coming to him being like, hey, listen, I need help with this. And all of a sudden he's coming back at her and be like, this makes me feel like I'm a bad person. That to me, that feels a little like gaslighting.
Yeah, because it make her feel like, damn, did I do something wrong by asking?
Yeah, she did nothing wrong.
Yeah,
No.
that's facts.
That feels like some
and
classic
like for her to
manipulation.
make a joke about it and for him to be like, do you know how much I do for you? Like, but or like whatever he does where he
I'm about to say, I don't think we heard anything about that.
yeah. So I guess he just shuts down. I don't know. It's like little
Maybe he's
baby
just
man.
lazy.
Sounds
Yeah.
pretty lazy.
He sounds pretty lazy and immature. And
Yeah.
rather put on an acting
I don't want to
performance
clean
than do
today,
stuff.
so let's
Yeah.
just argue about it.
yeah.
Make me sound like the bad person.
Just be honest. You'd be like, I'm sorry, babe. I'm lazy.
Mm.
I don't like doing things. I'd respect that more. Leave him.
Honesty.
But I'd respect it more.
Yeah.
Honesty, man.
Overall, you should slap him and then leave him.
Yeah, slap him, leave him, maybe give him a dustpan.
Yeah.
Now, how big is the house?
Yeah, I'm about to say, we don't know how big this house is.
They got like a
Because
12.
if she complaining about
But
it,
it
like,
sounds like it's just
12
two of them.
mansion.
We didn't hear about any kids or nothing.
No.
So even if it is a mansion, how much of a mess can two people make?
in a mansion.
In a mansion, I mean, it's
Well,
still
they said
two
an
people.
apartment.
Oh, they said
Context clues.
Right.
Apartment.
They said apartment. Yeah, about to say.
Yeah.
She got me too. I
This
ain't
just
hear
feels
that
like a young, immature guy who just doesn't know how to be an adult quite yet. And
Yeah.
look, some people get super insecure when they're called out.
Mm-hmm.
People hate that. They were like, you called me out for something that I've already been feeling maybe a little bad about, so I'm going to double down and lash out at you like it's your fault.
one. Damn.
That's what it's reading to me.
I like to think there's an overarching like universe for all of these Reddit posts, and this is the couple from the last one
Oh, yeah?
where like he has proposed to her and done all this stuff, and now she's stuck in this relationship in this apartment with him, and he's not doing any chores. I just like to think it's like my little head
Like a
canon.
continuation
that.
story.
Yeah, it's all the same people. Like I don't even remember what the first story was now. What was it?
We're so far out.
The first story was you talking about the one we just read?
Oh my god, yeah. And then the sister is the
So
the sister. So this guy, he dies.
That
And
made
then-
me excited. You got excited.
Yeah.
You got excited as hell about
So
this
he's
story.
dead.
Yeah. So he dies after this apartment, and so they have a kid, and which is the niece, and it's all just one big continued universe.
Are you the mastermind behind it?
Yeah. I'm the what is it, Galactus? I'm like the big guy that's controlling all the universes or whatever.
You're pulling all the
believe.
strings.
Yeah, I'm the master hand from
God of
Smash
Stories
Brothers.
Loki. You bring it all together.
Yeah, and so they're all interconnected, and at the end of the day, this guy dies. So
Yeah, well, honestly, I mean, I don't want anyone to die.
No, I don't either.
I don't want anyone to die, but
No.
if it continues the story,
yes,
it's all about the
it's
narrative.
all about narrative. Yeah.
I'm sure he's fine and doing
Plot
well in
lines.
his studio apartment by himself now.
Yes.
Do you think these guys broke up?
Damn.
I hope he changed his ways. Like best case scenario, they had an actual conversation. Again, therapy, solution to a lot of things. Not solution. Way to help make things better. But with better help. No, I'm kidding.
Brought to you by Better.
But like I hope they work it out, but I also hope that if he's unwilling to change, she leaves him.
He doesn't seem irredeemable. This guy, he seems like a dick.
Mm.
But I don't think I don't not see a realm where he can be like, hey, I'm sorry, that was super manipulative of me. I should just
Yeah.
clean.
It's like once a manipulator. In my gut, I would be like, they're always a manipulator.
They've got the ability.
He sound like he walking around in white tube socks.
I'm picturing white tube socks now. White tube socks. Is he wearing cargo shorts?
No.
He's
No
not
cargo
wearing
shorts?
No
pants.
cargo shorts.
No, he's not wearing
Just-
pants.
Just white tube socks and a t-shirt and like a bowl of Cheetos.
Yeah,
Oh,
risky
bullshit.
business.
The
or
orange
whatever.
Cheeto dust all
yeah,
over him.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
you
can
know?
totally see that.
With like a
The
football.
one guy from Toy Story 2, remember him?
Yeah, the
would
guy
fix
who
up all
stole
the
the toys. And
Yeah, you would fix all the toys up.
Yeah,
He felt
like
being
him.
puffy Cheetos.
But a little smaller. Like he sound like he work at a warehouse.
This guy seems like he might be in a little better shape.
So
than
you-
Al from Al's
You
Toy
were
Barn, right?
all up in arms that I interconnected these things, but now you're like, he wears tube socks, he works at a warehouse.
You know, you created
Yes,
the story.
and
I know for a fact.
Or yes, anding. Okay. We're
White tube socks.
extrapolating. Yep, white tube socks.
He doesn't like the vacuum.
Doesn't like that. He's scared of it. He's like a dog.
Oh my god.
Oh
No,
my god,
he's
she's
not
gonna chase
scared of
around the
it.
apartment with it.
The carpet is clean,
Oh yeah, I think they
She's
have
just, like,
carpet or hard
vacuuming.
floors.
Yeah.
and he like walking around in the tube socks, and every time you check the bottom, it's like a little dirt, but not really. So that's why he don't really like cleaning, because he think it's absolutely clean. But she always noticed the dirt.
You got lore. You got some lore here.
So specific.
I love it though. I bet you're right.
I don't know, man.
Oh my
The
god.
tube socks though, that might be right. Nah, no cap. Long white tube socks too. I'm talking about to the knee.
To the knee. Those are leggings.
He's got like one of those little clip-on things that like clip on. It's like,
Suspenders,
yeah, but they're
Oh,
for
me.
his socks.
big long ass socks, it's just long.
So, do we want to give this guy the benefit of the doubt at all? Do we think he genuinely feels bad, like a failure, because he's not washing dishes, or do you think that he's just trying to manipulate her?
Man, nah, fuck him. He know how to wash dishes.
Yeah, he's a grown man.
I'm about to say, I don't know many people who don't know how to do basic chores.
Yeah, I was just about to give him the benefit of the doubt, but no.
You
he-
a nice person, huh, mommy?
to say, I was asking a question when I had my answer locked and loaded.
No, but I
Shit,
mean,
I
I
was-
would have given him the benefit of the doubt, but you're so right. He's a grown man. He
He's a
should know
grown
how to.
man.
If he buys his own tube socks.
Buys the
So
tube socks.
he should know how to wash
them.
his own
See it.
dishes.
Exactly.
Oh
You
my
feel
god.
me?
Does
Fuck
this guy
him.
have a soul patch?
What's a soul patch?
Just a little hair right here. Just like a little, like no beard, no mustache necessarily. Just a little guy that hangs
Oh,
out here.
this right here?
Yeah, but you have a goatee. A soul patch, it'd be if you shaved everything off except
Is
this guy.
except that?
The
Yes.
guy. Have you ever seen the band Nickelback?
Nah, I know about Nickelback.
Yeah, the main
They
guy.
got a brother named Dimeback, huh?
Dimeback, quarterback, Super Bowl.
That shit was
sports.
lame as hell. I'm sorry. She like, damn, I don't even know.
I had nothing for that one.
But he's just like a little patch thing.
Yeah,
like,
he's-
what is
It's
it
just
for?
that. I mean, it's same as anything else, having a little mustache. But some people just like having a little. But yeah, soul patch.
Casual
It's
soul
no
patch.
facial hair here, just right here.
With some tube socks.
I've heard.
Yeah.
There's another. Not. I don't like this name. But some people call it a flavor saver.
a flavor saver.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Okay.
And that's going to wrap up this episode of Slappable. If you guys all enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps us more than you know to grow. And now I'm going to slap the shit out. I guess they both left when they realized that's how I'm ending episodes. Bye.